Hi, that's the third and final episode of the Byblos series, the Barley Bread Byblos, which is 100% barley bread, sourdough, and I'm trying to replicate what they did in the ancient times. I knew they didn't have breads like ours, that we call bread in Europe. Obviously, I don't think they had ovens where we do or such molds. Again, I've just been looking what people in this region are currently doing, and I mean in Ethiopia, in the Arab world, they make flatbreads. Barley behaves very similar to teff, and not like wheat. You can't really knead it. It doesn't have that much gluten in it, and it's not getting stretchy. So that's why I just applied the same strategy I use to make injera bread from teff flour. Once I had the starter, which is from the other videos you've seen how I prepare starter for a few days, I just keep this in the refrigerator, and the one that I've used now for this bread is more than 3 weeks old. Just stayed in the refrigerator, so that's a good way of keeping it without really any maintenance. The taste is not for everybody. It's specific taste, and you need to combine it with specific or certain types of foods. It doesn't go well with everything. For example, it's not good with milk products. What it is good with is stews and roasted meat, like chicken or goats. Otherwise, it's a bit sour, slightly sour, slightly bitter as well. This one has its own character, so that's why it combines with certain foods. It doesn't go well with other types of foods. And I have been fermenting this, doing this over the course of a day. Usually for the injera I leave it overnight for total cooking time about 24 hours when I have the starter ready. This one I start around 7 o'clock in the morning, and I finish around 7 o'clock in the evening with the baking. So much faster, because otherwise it gets more sour. Okay, so how do I make this bread? As I told you, I keep the starter in the refrigerator. And the starter, that's just dough left from the previous attempt. I mix 500 grams of barley flour, 500 grams of lukewarm water. Lukewarm water is about 30 degrees Celsius, 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. So 500 grams barley flour, 500 grams water. I add the starter, mix well, then cover on top with 400 more grams of water, and then cover with the lid or with cling film and keep room temperature for about 8 hours. After that, I take about 250 grams of it and add to 250 grams of water that's boiling or going to boil, and you mix this well constantly until it thickens. When you see first bubbles, turn the heat off, and then let this mixture to cool down and stir it from time to time. After it has cooled down to about 30-40 degrees Celsius, add it to the remaining mixture, mix it very well. Before that, you can take out 250 grams for starter for the next time. And so add that to the mixture, mix well, put the lid on again, and leave it to ferment for about 3 more hours. This is called final fermentation, similar to the injera bread. And then your mixture is ready. You can go and cook them. So I used kumao, I used normal non-stick, and it works well on both. There you need to have a lid on. I think nowadays kumao iron, pure iron, is better than non-stick, because I've been reading a lot of bad things about non-stick. So I've started using iron kumao more and more. and yeah, it works well. It just needs to be heated up well when you start, and it shouldn't be too hot. So I keep the temperature low to medium, but on the low side, because I want to give time to these breads to cook, not instantly, because they will get otherwise burned quite easily. And if I prepare them over the course of about 3 minutes each, then you have a lot of control, and it works out well. And then you also, when they cool down, similar to the injera bread, they have much more water in them than normal bread. You need to use seteta or something similar to cool them down. And then once they are colder, then you can stack them one on another. Otherwise, they're going to stick. And that's it. So now I made them yesterday evening. So today I will eat as many as I can, and then I store them in the refrigerator in a bag, and they can last for about a week. Otherwise, if I leave them room temperature, probably will last about 2 more days. Okay, so I hope this was interesting too. Thank you.